And good morning. I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News, coming to you again from our digital desk, and it's time to talk jobs. In the state of Ohio, there are a number of different groups that are out there recruiting businesses to either move their headquarters here or keep their businesses here. It falls under the umbrella of Jobs Ohio, and in Northeast Ohio, the group that works with 14 counties, the majority of our area here, is called Team Neo. They've recently, actually today, put out their annual report. And it's important to attract, retain jobs, get major investments in our areas. So we are pleased to be joined by the CEO of Team Neo, Matt Dolan. Mr. Dolan, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it.
Let's look at some of the numbers, and they're hefty numbers. There were 92 what you folks call wins, so 92 investments in our area in 2025. This is going to generate 2,953 new jobs, $188 million in annual payroll. And the reason that's important is that's money into our tax base. Those are people who are going to be paying taxes. There's also $455 million in capital investments, and we're retaining 7,197 jobs. All fairly impressive numbers. But Mr. Dolan, in the annual report, in your letter, in the report, you talk about a challenging climate, and it's not just Northeast Ohio, it's not just Ohio, it's the entire country. Talk to us about maybe this shaky area. Why was 2025 maybe a challenge?
Yeah, so I appreciate you highlighting the numbers because those are 2,900 new jobs, and the CapEx creates jobs surrounding the building of new buildings and the expansion of buildings. So 25 was a little more difficult because obviously with the change of administration in Washington, there was a change of economic policy. That change created a level of uncertainty, and I think businesses had a hard time putting a dollar figure, a cost around that uncertainty. So any sort of expansion or attraction efforts were slowed greatly until they could put their arms around what it is it's going to cost them. So we did see a lot of momentum in the last part of 2025, and we start 2026 with some momentum because I think companies are starting to understand if we're going to invest, let's put a cost to it and let's go. And we can provide the appropriate incentives to get them here.
Let me give you a chance to tout here, really talk about some of your big wins. Are there a couple that you want to highlight that you think people should know about?
Yeah, I think Canon is an interesting win for the Cleveland and state of Ohio for lots of reasons. One, it's a South Korean company that chose to bring their imaging resources to Cleveland, in part because of the workforce we have here, in part because of the relationship with the Cleveland Clinic and UH and our great medical facilities, part because of an innovation district that we've created here in Northeastern Ohio. So that is a statement that a foreign company looking to expand in the United States said Cleveland, Ohio is the best place for us to go. Layer Zero is another one. Data centers, everyone's talking about them. Well, we don't necessarily care where a data center gets sited, whether it's in Ohio, whether it's in California. What we're trying to create, and Layer Zero is part of that, is the supply chain that all data centers are going to need. The pieces and parts that are going to go into the servers, that are going to go into the lines, are made right here in Northeastern Ohio. And again, a statement by Layer Zero to make such a great investment sends a message that in the supply chain world of data centers, Northeastern Ohio is where you want to be.
Yeah, and that was a major investment, Layer Zero, $14 million capital investment, expecting 535 new jobs. Their current headquarters in the Streetsboro area. Absolutely, anytime we hear of new jobs in Northeast Ohio, that's a positive, but 535 with just one project, that's pretty amazing. CEO, Mr. Matt Dolan, CEO of Team Neo, let's talk about 2026. You said we ended 25 with some momentum. 2026 is coming. What should Northeast Ohioans expect? What can Team Neo deliver?
Well, what we hope we can deliver is greater numbers at the end. And to do that, we have a responsibility to put more resources behind our traction effort. That is to make sure that Northeastern Ohio is represented 365 days a year in particular countries or states where we think we have an opportunity to win. We have not done that before. We are investing in doing that this year. And also to recognize that there are a lot of companies in Northeastern Ohio that are part of industries that are growing. We need to identify those industries, visit with those industries, and provide what they need to maximize their ability to grow in the industry. Food processing, aerospace, aviation, technology are just some of the areas that we're going to be laser focused on to produce more wins. Wins are a result of a project that we worked with the company. Well, we ended the year with about 35 project offers outstanding. That's unusual. That's a high number of offers to be made without a decision. So we're hoping as uncertainty maybe gets a number, some of those offers will turn into wins.
Well, that's a positive. 35 potential companies expanding, choosing Northeast Ohio. Very exciting. Mr. Dolan, we'll watch the work coming up in 2026. Congratulations on a good 2025.
Thank you, Dan. I appreciate it.
All right, take care. That'll wrap up our conversation. Again, we hear about a lot of companies either choosing to leave or stay, but when we get an annual report like this, sort of puts in a bigger picture of just what kind of a year Northeast Ohio had. The fact that we continue to have wins, 92 of them, tells us that we're at least headed in the right direction. If we have any other breaking news, it'll be right here on our digital platforms. Our 11 o'clock news is underway on Cleveland's 43, and then check out Channel 19 at noon for the latest weather. If we have any other breaking news, it'll be right here on our digital platforms. I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News. Have a great afternoon.